Hello and welcome to the Yugioh Ultimate Archetype Showdown, where 32 of the best decks will face off to find out who is the ultimate deck. I'm your host, Turtle, and I'll also be the color commentator for the upcoming duels. But let's first go into the rules of this tourney. Rule number 1. There is no ban list, which means that anything goes for our decks in play. So, why don't we just jump right into this. Let's begin this duel between our first two combatants. You cannot see it, but it is Frogs versus Fluffals. Sorry for my stutter there. Let's begin. So, who will be going first? It seems Fluffals will begin their turn. Now, it's very important to remember, Fluffals are a very fusion-heavy deck, while Frogs are more of a rank 2 spam kind of deck. And it's very important to remember that while you're watching this duel. It's two different summoning conditions going up against each other. Fluffals begin their turn with Toy Vendor. Toy Vendor allows them to draw one card, and as long as it's a Fluffal monster, they can special summon a monster from their hand. If it's not a Fluffal monster, it goes straight to the graveyard. They activate it, and they get the card they need, a Fluffal Owl. So now they can special summon any monster that's already in their hand. And they special summon Owl. Activate Owl's effect. When he's summoned, you can add Polymerization to your hand. Very, very crucial to the deck's OTK abilities. Let's see if Fluffals can capitalize on that. Looking at their hand very carefully, and they summon Fluffal Bear. Unfortunately, even if Fluffals had Exceeds, they couldn't Exceed summon right now. 1 day apiece. Allows both players to draw a card, but no damage is taken. And Polymerization is activated. Now you folks at home get to see what a fusion summon is. He fuses both his Fluffal Bear, Owl, and an Edge Imp, and summons Fluffal Wolf, I believe. Frog's turn, they activate Upstart Goblin. Your opponent gains 1,000 life points, but you get to draw a card. Let's see if Frogs can somehow take care of that wolf. Frogs set down one monster. It's very crucial to remember that Frogs are not primarily an attacking deck. It's very important to realize that, because you'll be seeing Frogs play defensively throughout this entire duel. Well, hopefully. But this is how they gain the advantage. Their Frogs, when attacked, have special effects. But it seems Fluffals are going to try and exploit that by attacking that face-down card. And it's Tadpole! That means Frogs will be able to draw 2 more variants of Tadpole. But unfortunately for Frogs, they did not read Wolf's effect, in which Wolf gets to attack up to the number of material that were used. And 3 material were used for Wolf's fusion summoning, making Fluffals the winners of this first round. What a great first round. We'll be moving into the second round very quickly here. I'll see you soon. And welcome back, folks, to round 2. If you remember in the first round, Frogs faced a humiliating defeat against Fluffal's Wolf card. Now we're going into the second round, where Fluffals will be beginning again. Will we be seeing another OTK play, folks? Toy Vendor is activated, and it's an Edge Imp. Edge Imps do not count towards the special summon requirement. But Edge Imp's the Edge Imp's effect goes off, allowing them to add Fluffal's exclusive Polymerization variant to their hand. Fluffal Bear is summoned to the field. 1 card is face down, and Fluffals end their turn. It's Frog's turn. Now, will we be able to see an OTK from Frogs? Frogs are very much capable of performing an OTK with their newly added card, Totally Awesome. Now, if you don't know what Totally Awesome is, hopefully we'll be able to see it in this duel. I'm hoping so. Des Frog is summoned to the field. But can they capitalize on that? Because that summoning could cost them the match, as that's a level 2 monster with 100. They end their turn? Folks, I have never seen something so bad in my entire life. They summon Des Frog, in attack position no less, with nothing protecting it. Fluffals take their turn, activate Fusion Reserve. This allows them to reveal one fusion monster in their deck and extra deck and add a fusion material listed on the card. Edge's Imp Sabres is added to their hand, and Toy Vendor is activated. Sorry about that, folks. Giving them Rabbit. Now we'll see another special summon. And they discarded Toy Vendor, and when Toy Vendor's discarded, well, you're about to see. Let's go. As you see, if Toy Vendor is destroyed for any reason and sent to the graveyard, you can add a Fluffal monster to your hand. Owl was selected, and Polymerization was added to the hand since Owl was normal summoned. See, Owl's effect can go off normal or special summoned. Polymerization is activated. Is our Fluffals going to fuse 4 monsters? Now you veterans know damn well that isn't the highest a fusion summon can go. So as the Fluffals are selecting their fusion material, who knows what will happen. And another wolf is summoned to the field! And I forgot to mention that when Rabbit's destroyed, you can add an Edge Imp back to your hand. But I don't think this will be necessary, with Bear destroying Des Frog, and Wolf attacking for the win! Oh my god! Fluffals won that duel. Fluffals will be moving on to the second round. And that's just to show you something, folks. That's just to show you. Misplays are not forgiven here on the Ultimate Archetype tourney. If you misplay, you will most likely lose your duel and be expelled from these Archetype tourneys. Well, you won't be expelled from future ones, but you won't be able to have a losers bracket because they do not exist. You wanna know why? Losers are not welcome here in Yu-Gi-Oh! I hope you enjoyed this first duel as we go into the second. Welcome back, folks, from that short little break. Right now, we're going into our next duel. Triple D's versus Elemental Heroes. Hopefully, this will be much better than that last duel. Unfortunately, we are having some technical difficulties. You cannot see Elemental Heroes' names, but beware, it is Elemental Heroes versus Triple D. So, let's watch this unfold, folks. Now, Triple D is a jack of all trades with all the summoning conditions and mastery of searching and getting stuff they need. Triple D's begin their turn with Swirl Slime, which allows them to fusion summon from the hand using any other DD monster, including Swirl Slime itself. Triple D fuses Swirl Slime and Lamia to get High Flame King Genghis. No, they fused, what? 2 slimes? To get Lamia on the field. And get Flame King Genghis's effect off, bringing back the other Swirl Slime. Oh my god, folks. What will happen next? They tune Genghis to get Gust King Alexander. Oh my god. And Lamia activates their effect by destroying Swirl Slime, get her back onto the field. But what could they use Lamia for? Are they going to try and go for Curse King Siegfried? Oh wait, Gust King Alexander brings back Swirl Slime, folks. I could not make this up if I could. We have just seen so many special summons in one turn from Triple D's. And that's what I mean with Triple D's. They are the masters of special summoning multiple times per turn. See that? They just summoned Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, a notoriously hard card to summon, as it requires not only a tuner, but a synchro monster as material for a synchro summon. How will Elemental Heroes come back and fucking beat that, man? Elemental Heroes activate Fusion Gate and set 3 cards face down, my mistake, folks, and end their turn. It seems that they cannot fusion summon this turn. which is odd because elemental heroes are the kings of fusion summon. I may have said that Fluffals are good at it, but elemental heroes are the great ones at it. So, Crystal Wing destroys the face-down Wildheart, and a trap card called A Hero Emerges. Correct me if I'm wrong, editor. And E-Heroes get off Prisma, a crucial component to most every Elemental Hero, Destiny Hero, etc. decks, as Prisma can be treated as a material for any fusion monster. Any hero fusion monster, I should say. Elemental Heroes deciding what they should do. Really thinking this through. Prisma gets off his effect by revealing one fusion monster. You can discard from your deck the fusion material. They reveal, I forget that one, I'm sorry folks, and discard Bubble Man. Now Prisma will be treated as Bubble Man for the rest of this turn, but I don't think Elemental Heroes remember Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon's effect, who negates Prisma's effect and gains the attack of Prisma. So now Crystal Wing Dragon has 4,700, and it seems Elemental Heroes has surrendered. Well, that's just what happens, folks. When you are just obviously going to lose, it's better to surrender than just let the duel go on. We'll see you in the second round, folks. Hello, folks, and welcome to the second round of E-Heroes versus Triple D. We'll begin with Triple D going first, like in the first round. Can they pull off the same combo they just did, or something similar? Because that will almost always win them the duel that way. Dark Contract. A Dark Contract, I don't remember the name of that one, unfortunately, but that does allow Triple D to search any DD monster in their deck. They search Necro Slime and activate Allure of Darkness. Allure of Darkness allows you to draw 2 cards, and as long as you discard 1 dark monster, you keep those 2 cards. Upstart Goblin is activated. Give your opponents 1,000 life points, you draw a card. Double D, Savant Corpheus and Nikolai are activated, giving Triple D a pendulum scale of 2 to 7. Now this is a very common pendulum scale for most low-tier pendulum decks, but Triple D can make use of this kind of pendulum scale. So let's see what they can do. They summon one of their Savant cards? Folks, I have not seen a Triple D deck ever in my life summon a Savant card from the hand. They're going to be adding a Dark Contract from their deck to their hand, and they add Dark Contract with the Witch. Triple Ds must have a bad hand if they're doing this kind of play. They set what is obviously a Dark Contract with a Witch. Anywho, E-Heroes. It's E-Heroes' turn now. They summon Elemental Hero Blazeman, who gains 200 attack for every single Elemental Hero on the field, including himself. That's why he gets an attack buff. So if E-Heroes were to attack now, they would deal 1,800 damage. Essentially direct damage, as Savant Kepler has a 0 attack and 0 defense. No defense from Triple D's side. But now that's their turn, with E-Heroes setting 1 card. Maybe Triple D's can come back from that. Who knows? Triple D's activate their Dark Contract card, which they couldn't activate. It's an automatic activation. This is the one fault of the Dark Contract cards. They may give you a strong effect, but during the standby phase, as they are all continuous spell cards, you must pay 1,000 life points for what is known as a maintenance cost, and this can very much hinder these beginning rounds. So, how will Triple D's go about fixing this? They summon Flame King Genghis by fusing Necro Slime, and I believe it was Lamia. Now let's see what Triple D's will be doing. It's very important to realize that Triple D needs to consider their movements, as this could their beginning moves could cost them the match. And from what I'm seeing right now, it probably will. Necro Slime, they're activating, which they can fuse 2 monsters from the graveyard by banishing them. And Triple D Diark is summoned to the field. Ooh, and Elemental Heroes activate Compulsory Excavation Device and target Dark, which returns Dark back to the extra deck. And Dark Contract with the Witch is activated, which destroys 1 monster on your opponent's field, and obviously that's going to be Blazeman. Triple D's now only have Flame King Genghis, but Double D Lamia activates, destroying in Dark Contract with the Witch and getting Lamia back onto the field. Will they go for a Synchro Summon? Yes, they will! And they will attack directly, dealing half of E-Hero's life points. Now, E-Heroes have lost the field advantage, folks, so how will E-Heroes recover from this terrible field advantage loss? I'd also like to remind you folks that, Elemental Hero Avian and Miracle Fusion! Oh man, this allows heroes to fuse monsters from your side of the field or in the graveyard to fusion summon. The only downside is the E-Heroes you use are banished, and they destroy Guest King Alexander and Triple D's surrender, seeing their imminent destruction. No shame there, folks. No shame. But now we go into the 3rd round. Let's begin. Hello, folks, and welcome back to the 3rd round of the Triple D's versus E-Heroes. Both sides have won 1 round. Both have surrendered in those rounds. So hopefully we'll get to see a complete destruction. E-Heroes begin their turn with 2-card set, and Triple D's will now begin their turn. What shall they do? Like I said, folks. Double D Bahamut. Like I said, folks, you must consider your movements if you're ever going to play a Triple D deck. They attack with DD Bahamut, and they miscalculated by attacking E-Hero Woodsman with 2000 defense and Bahamut having 1400 attack. Triple D's will be taking the difference between those 2 monsters. Woodsman's effect goes off. During each standby phase, you draw 1 polymerization from your deck. And Solemn Strike goes off. Solemn Strike negates the activation and destroys Woodsman. Very good for Triple D's, but they're already so low on health. Elemental Hero Burstinatrix is summoned, and Miracle Fusion goes off again, summoning Nova Master. And they destroy Bahamut, drawing them 1 card, which is part of that E-Hero's effect. Every time you deal battle damage, or I believe destroy a card, you draw a card, which is great for E-Heroes. Triple D, now deciding their movements, activate Swirl Slime, and summon Dark again. How will E-Heroes block this attack? Quaking Mirror Force! Quaking! That turns every attack position monster on your opponent's side of the field into face-down defense. Oh my god! E-Heroes have such a big advantage, folks. How will they make use of it? Who knows? Only time will tell. an equip spell only to E-heroes that gives them 2,900 attack. 300 attack. They destroy Dark, and now it's Triple D's turn. They have no hope, folks, and they surrendered, like I was about to say. What great duels today, folks! Amazing. That last duel, just full of ups and downs. At first, I thought that Triple D's had it, but you know, they just kept getting bad hand after bad hand after bad hand. With E-heroes, after the first round, they recovered greatly. And now, you get to see why E-heroes are so fondly remembered. Thank you for tuning in to Yu-Gi-Oh! Tourney. Please stick around for some announcements after this sign-out period. And we will see you for the next 2 duels. We'll see you later. I'm sorry for all these pauses. We'll be a lot more organized next time. This is the kind of thing. I will see you guys later. Hey guys, I'm normal Turtum now, not commentator Turtum. And this part of the video, this is the only time this is going to appear. This part of the video is basically for, I'm going to be talking about 3 things. What this is, the actual format of the tournament, and stuff I didn't address in the intro and I'm doing right now, instead of re-recording the intro, which took fucking forever. So let's begin. What is this? Well, this is a passion project I've wanted to do. I've always wanted to see a bunch of decks just go up against each other in a tournament style, and just duke it out to find out, just to see which one could possibly win. Now, in no way is like any of this official. I'm not the greatest Yu-Gi-Oh player, and in these first 2 episodes, you could probably see where I played some cards, because yes, I am playing both decks at the same time. But I will say this: I am at least competent, and I'm trying to make these decks look as best as I can, without making one deck look weak. I will admit the Frogs one was kind of bad, but I still liked how it turned out. But I've been working on this for about a month, getting the decks ready, getting the format I wanted to use ready, getting recording equipment. Like, I bought a new mic specifically for something like this. Like, I'm holding it right now. Like that. And it's just something I want to really do. I just find it really interesting, and I hope you guys do too. But let's go into how the tournament will work now. So the tournament works like this. It's I believe 3:30. Hold on, let me pull it up. I'll be back in a second. Alright, so it's going to be a 5-round tournament with 32 decks facing off against each other. In the description of this video and any future videos on this, you'll find a link to the tournament page where it will be updated when I'm working on these things. So to go over some decks that will be in this before you look at it, there's Kaiju, there's Dark Magicians, Earthbound Immortals, Blue Eyes, obviously, I love Blue Eyes, Galaxy Photon, and many more. But you may be wondering, well, how come there were banned cards, and how come they started at like 4,000 life points? Well, for this first round, it's not going to be like this for all the rounds, right? The first round's will be 4,000 life points match, meaning there will be it will be best of 3 with 4,000 life points for each round. From then on it will always be 8,000 life points with either first wins the match, or we'll do best of 3. I haven't decided yet. I'd like to hear you guys' input, but that's basically how this tournament's working. The first round's gonna be 4,000 life points with 3 matches. I mean, 3 rounds with each match. that's basically the format. But you might be asking, well, what can we expect for uploads? Well, I'm not going to promise you anything. I am going to say I'm going to gun for at least two matches, at least 2 of these kinds of videos every month. So every month we'll at least get 4 duels done. Maybe more, maybe less. I've been trying to balance this between school and other projects I've been working on. So I'm never going to say, oh guys, there are new duels coming out this week or something. They'll come out when they are done, when I've got them recorded. Because I'm not going to go into it, but recording these things are a fucking hassle. But let's just go into the last part of this little outro segment. What I missed in the intro. Well, what I missed in the intro, and I forgot to say in the last bit, was there is no ban list. I just don't want a ban list. Not because I hate it or anything. I just think it'd be a lot more fun to not have a ban list. And the decks themselves. I have built some of these decks by myself, but I felt like it would have taken me a lot longer time to build 32 different decks of different archetypes for this tournament. So in the description you'll find a Google Docs thing of where I've gotten every single deck, where like the original location of each deck. So if you want to check it out, you can download the decks, use them yourself, and you can see where I've gotten the deck. But in the description of every video will be the direct link to the decks featured in the video as well. So not only is there a Google Docs page with all the links that I have so far, because I haven't gathered all the decks so far. I've gathered the first couple of rounds or so. But the Google Docs page has all the decks I've gathered so far, but every video will have every deck I feature in this video. If there's not a link for a deck that's in the video, that means I most likely created it. So that's basically it. That's all I wanted to get done, and all I wanted to say. I hope you guys like this. This is going to be an ongoing project, just for fun. If it does well, I might do more in the future, featuring more archetypes or some other shit. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed dueling with these decks and trying out new things and just doing it all together. But let's just see where this takes us. I'll see you guys later.